started a series on this channel called Understanding Women, and they got a lot of different men groups today. They got the MGTOW movement. They got all this manosphere. They got a lot of different men groups, and it's like, and most of these men groups are majority a bunch of black guys who hate black women, and I don't agree with that. I love black women. I know most of them in a fallen state, but I love black women, and the reason why a lot of these men, especially the black men, hate these black women is because they got involved with the wrong one, because they didn't understand women, because they either didn't have a father, which is 73% of black homes, a father did, and their mama didn't teach them. Their mama can't teach you how to treat a woman. She can treat you, she really can't teach you nothing about how to treat a woman, because no woman is going to be your mama. So, that's why I started this series, just to try to help my brothers and anybody who watch the video understand women, right? And also with understanding women is, you got to understand which women to stay away from, right? And I spoke in the other video, I believe I spoke about how, certain women, and like I say, as a Christian man, I believe in celibacy till you get married. That's what I believe, but I understand everybody don't believe that. And for the ones of you who don't believe that, who practice recreational sex, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But you got to be careful what you do that, who you do that with. Because not only can a child come out of that, a lot of other toxic things could come out of that. You just want some recreational twat. But I made this video because I stumbled across a video last night while on YouTube of a situation that took place in New York, I believe, about 6 months ago. Now, I'm just seeing about it. But I'm going to post the link because I'm not really YouTube savvy yet to know how to work YouTube and add the video on the screen and all that. I haven't really got there yet in the YouTube world. But I watched this video and it made me think, and I said to myself, I'm going to use this video. Like I said, I'm going to put the link below so you'll be able to go watch the video for yourself. The link is below. But I want to make this video because I want people to understand. Like I say, I don't support these men movements who hate women, but I understand. I'm talking about the ones of you black brothers who hate black women. When I go places, I just recently cut my dreads off, but I still got tattooed from my neck down. But I'm a civilized Christian man. But when I go places or when I get pulled over by the police and I experience racism for the few times that it did happen, and maybe happen in the near future, I don't get in my feelings. I be calm, cool, collected. I comply whatever the officer's saying. And once again, I don't support racism, because racism is a form of hate, but I understand. Watching videos like this makes you understand why cops treat us this way, why no race of people want to have nothing to do with us. And I understand, like I say, all black people not like this, but we do understand that most black people are like this. So in this video, it's these two black women with their children now, mind you. They with their children, no example for the children. And that these type of women don't have the father in their life, because for one, 9 times 10 the father would have been with them. But if the father wouldn't have been with them understanding that they have a man that they represent, they wouldn't have been acting this way. But these women, I'm talking about, listen, man, when you watch this video, even if you black, you gonna be upset, because I'm talking about these two women act like complete animals. And when I say animals, I'm not trying to be over, you know what I'm saying? I'm being honest. When you watch this video, these black women act like complete animals. And in the process of them acting like animals, they got some onlookers, some black people who just being, they just cutting up and cursing the cops out and calling the cops all kind of names, telling them to take their badge off and These cops were just sitting somewhere minding their business, eating donuts or whatever they was doing. They got called to a situation that they had to rectify, where I believe a white couple, if I'm not mistaken, you can look at the video, but I believe a white couple, they had an altercation with a white couple, one of the black ladies, I think they were sisters, and when the police came to rectify the situation, all hell broke loose. Because black people and the police, well, not black people, I'm not going to say that, ignorant black people and the police is all in, it's gasoline and fire. So the police come, they calm. Black people like to play this game, and this game has cost a lot of black people their lives. They like to play this game where they gonna tell the cop what they not gonna do. They gonna tell the cop with his law book say that they never read. They gonna tell him what he can and can't do, what they ain't doing. This is a game that black people like to play the police. So one thing led to another, and like I say, these people act like complete animals. I want y'all to watch the video below. But this is why I'm making this video and putting it in a series of understanding women. Because as you watch these type of videos, as a man of myself who love black women, I love all women, but for this being compatible, I'm currently looking for a wife, and I want her to be black. I love black women. That's what my mom is, and that's what I like. No matter what I see, I still love black women, because I know there is some great black women out there, especially when they come to Christ. These are the black women, my man, my brother, my son, whoever watches me, these are the black women that you stay away from. And you don't have sex with them. Only thing you can do to these type of women is bring them to Christ and see if they can receive the Holy Spirit and be transformed by the renewing of their mind. Other than that, these are the type of women, I want you to watch this link. These are the type of women that you stay far from. And these are the type of women we see all the time. They're walking in the store with 3 or 4 children, and they look like and I'm not speaking on all women that got 3 or 4 children. Let me be clear on that, because they got some women who they just so happen to make a few mistakes, and like I say, they wrong. They should have been having babies out of wedlock, but they got some good women with multiple kids. They was just, hopeless romantic, and they thought that every man that they was with was the one, right? Which is, they should have been practicing marry before you carry, but they didn't, and they just so happened to get caught up and they might have. So I'm not saying, for me, I don't really want a single mother unless God say so, but definitely, my man, be very careful with single mothers. Be very careful with that. Be very careful with that. And that's just my disclaimer. I'm not gonna say don't date them, because they do have, like I said, a lot of good ones. You know what I'm saying? But just be very careful with that. Moving right along. You see these women all the time where these black women, they walking in the store, they got 3 or 4 children behind them. They're not really looking at these children. They really don't care about these children. They say with their mouth that they care about these children, but they don't really care. They have no trust fund set up for the children. The children have no discipline. They have no plan for these children's future. They have no life insurance for these children, no health insurance for these children unless they're on Medicaid. These women doesn't love these children by action, by words. That's love in my thighs, right? But these are the black women, and they have them in other races too. Don't get me wrong. But most of the time when they're in other races, like if you're a white girl in that same situation, she date black men. So these are the women, my brothers, that you stay far away from. They look angry. Because see, these women are time bombs. And you're going to get yourself involved with one of these women thinking, oh, I'm just going to give me some twat. And worst case scenario, a baby come out, then you really in trouble. But if a baby don't come out of it, you get entangled with these toxic women, because sometimes as men we like to get involved with that. We like to have that toxic sex, and and sometimes that can prolong for years and ultimately stop you from the woman that you really want, because you want to have these little ties with these type of women, and they got a good, because I didn't experience it where I had a good woman, but these toxic ties that I had with other women, I wanted to kind of keep teeter-tottering on and revisiting every blue moon. So these are the type of women in this. When you look at this video, and you can see them, you see them all the time. And like I say, some of them come in different colors, but most of them are black. And we see them all the time. When you see these women, understand, my brother, don't deal with these women, because these women, for example, these two women, right, that's in this video, they didn't have no respect for the children that was around them, and they didn't have no respect for the law enforcement. So they definitely not gonna respect you. They gonna have you end up putting your hands on them, going to prison, or it's gonna turn a bad situation. So once again, like I say, this is my second point in understanding women, because as a race, for sure, as black men, who this big towel and all these manospheres is really the ones who at the center of it is the black men against the black women, because black women is just in a bad state right now. Not all, but most. And these are the type of women. I'm gonna show you something else. This is another thing. I don't know if I addressed this in my other video, but I'm gonna address it. If I did, I'm gonna address it again. And I'm gonna finish this video off with this. Stop asking these women for their number. All women. Don't ask a woman for their number. Ask them for their social media. Ask them for this, and they got social media. Don't tell them I ain't lying, talking about they don't have, unless there's an older lady, 40 plus, which is I'm really 40, 50 plus. But if they ask them for their social media, and if you go on their social media and they got all these provocative photos, these provocative poses, or you go on their Facebook and they always arguing, making mess, putting broad statements out there, these are the type of women that you need to. I don't care how fat they butt is, leave those women where they are. Don't mess with them, because if you do it at your own risk. So whenever you mess with these said type of women and your heart get broke, they end up breaking the bank on you, they end up sending you to jail, don't come saying now you hate black women, because you had a warning when you seen her Instagram and she got all these poses in swimsuits and tights and whatever she got on there, or she on Instagram and she always in some mess. She always all exposing her boyfriends or men she mess with. So don't go get involved with one of these women, period. Because like I say, a one night stand, for most of these women, not to be, provocative or, speaking, nasty, but most of these women are freaks. And the bedroom is their plate. They can get you hooked. But be careful of these women and don't deal with them at all. Stay clear of these women. Stay clear of these are the type of women. Is this link? If you go on their social media, they always in mess. They posting pictures to get likes, showing they booty poking out. These are the type of women. They are angry. They chemically dependent. I'm guaranteed they can't go 1 second without a blunt or pills or something to drink. That's another thing. I'm glad I brought that up. Chemically dependent women can't do nothing without getting high. Can't do nothing without getting drunk. Can't do nothing without popping pills. Stay clear of these women. And if you say, oh well, I'm gonna do my thing, she different, she just smoke weed, I'm telling you, my brother, it's gonna cost you in the long run. And when they do, just don't be saying you hate black women. Don't be bashing black women. Bash yourself, because you had the signs. You had the sign. They was there for you to see. You ignored them, and now you heartbroken. You ignored them, and now you sitting in prison because this woman that tripped out on your stole from your whatever and you went upside her head, which I don't support, but I'm saying these type of things happen because men got feelings as well. Or you done got pregnant, you done got her pregnant, and now she don't want to see your kid. She got your kid around other men, other criminals or criminals. Don't be saying you hate black women. Don't bash them because you had the telltale signs, right? Like I said, check these women's social medias. Check their attitudes, check their lifestyle before you get serious or before you even call yourself making a sexcapade out of one night can cost you a whole bunch of drama. Not just so much as if you get her pregnant. This spirit is going to be, just don't do it. Understand, women, this part 2. More to come in the future. I thank y'all for taking y'all time to watch this video. Take heed. Take heed, listen to me, and make sure y'all look at that. Y'all got to watch the link. Please watch. Please watch. Real sad, man.